Hello friends, my name is Nidhi Bhattnagar and today we together do the chapter of polynomial. See, this term polynomial is introduced in your 9th standard, but today we'll do a polynomial of your 10th standard. So I give you a brief introduction about this first of all, and also I think a theoretical perception of this chapter is very important. Reason being, your two other chapters, that are your linear and your quadratic. Okay, these two chapters are linked with this, and most importantly this chapter requires a lot of practice. So definitely I'll help you to understand each type of questions. I'll cover all the questions, but the questions from this chapter mainly come in less marks, in 2 or 4 marks. So they are basically tricky, and therefore they requires a lot of practice. So please friends, do practice of this chapter. So let's start. First of all, I give you an introduction. See, what are polynomial actually? See, as the word implies, polynomial. Okay, we all know poly means many and nomial means term. Now what this term means? See, term I have categorized in basically three main types. One is coefficient, okay, the second one is variable, and the third one is exponent. Now what are these? See, if I write a term, this term which I have written, say I write ax ki power n, or I should say 2x cube. Okay, now what is this 2, what is this x, and what is this 3? See, 2 is the first part of x. X is a variable because this is a term which we have to find. So this starting term is called the coefficient. The one which we have to find is a variable. Okay, and this one which we also called power. Okay, this is an exponent. So these three things, when contribute together, they form a term. Now I have told you the two chapters are linked with it, the linear and quadratic. How they are linked? They are linked with the degrees. See, if I say ax ki power 1 means the highest power is 1. So when the power is 1, it comes under linear equation chapter. Okay, now if I say equation, what do you mean by equation? I have not made an equation over here. So how to make an equation? See, highest power is 1, so I should say ax plus b, or b is a constant term. I can also say ax plus 2, or say 3. Okay, so these kind of term where the highest power of a variable is 1 comes under linear equation. Now second thing, if the power comes out to be 2, means the highest power is 2. So it comes under quadratic equation. Now I have written equation, so I should have to mention the equation. So the highest power is 2. So I can write an equation ax2 plus bx plus c. Now here the c is constant. So I can also say ax2 plus bx plus say 3 or 4. So such type of equations come under quadratic equation. Okay, now comes ax cube. Say, I know it's a cube, so it comes out to be a cubic equation. As simple as that. Okay, now the equation form here is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, now next, ax ki power 4. Say 4. 4 is what? The double of this quadratic. It's 2 over here. It's twice of 2, 4. So I can say biquadratic equation. Okay, now again I have written equation. So equation can be ax ki power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. So such kind of equation come under biquadratic equation. So I hope you understood this, what actually the polynomial means. Okay, I have told you, I have tell you all this, reason being, sometimes in your entrance exams, in your competitive exams after your 12th, such type of theoretical question may ask from mathematics, or in your interviews can ask about these terms. What is a quadratic equation? What is a polynomial? What is a term means? What are the three forms of these terms? Okay, so now let's start with the question. I'll not waste your much time. Okay, now the first question is, find zeros of the quadratic polynomial. This is an equation, and verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficient. See friends, first of all, we cannot actually not see the question properly. Here two questions are being asked with us. Find zeros and verify. Two questions are asked. First of all, we have to find the zeros, and second, we have to verify them. Verify means we have to prove LHS is equals to RHS, means we have to prove the two conditions or two equations equal to each other. Now how we'll do this? See, first question, what is the equation here? 4 root 3x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3. See, you people are in 10th standard, so I know you must knowing this how to split the middle term. This is done by this way only. See, it is 4 root 3 multiply 2 root 3, so the sum come out to be 24. Okay, so we have to split the middle term in such a way that add or subtract come out to be 5 and multiplication come out to be 24. So I'll do this. 2 2 6 2 3. Now see, 8 and 3 are the two terms. If we subtract 3 from 8, it will come out to be 5. But remember, the 8 should be in positive term because 5 is in positive. So the bigger term should be in addition. So 4 root 3x square plus 8x minus 3x. Remember, 8x can come here, 3x can come here, but the sign with it remains the same. It can be minus 3x plus 8x. Okay, minus 2 root 3. Okay, now take the common from here. It's come out to be 4 common and x common. So root 3 is left, x is left, and plus 2 is left. Okay, now see here, I have to make this same equation over here. So what I have to do, first of all, I have to take the common from here. Then root 3 I have to take. See, if I take root 3 from this 3, root 3 is left because root 3 multiplied root 3 is 3. So root 3 is left, x is left, minus root 3, only 2 is being left. So these are the two conditions. Now separate them. 4x minus root 3 over here and root 3x plus, see, minus I have taken. So these two minus I have taken here. So here comes out to be positive. Right. So I should write positive over here. It is equals to 0 actually. So 4x minus root 3 is equals to 0. So what is the value of x? X come out to be root 3 upon 4. Similarly from here, see, I have again forget to write the 2. Okay, from here x come out to be minus 2 upon root 3. Now these are the two values. It means if I put x is equals to root 3 by 4 in this equations come out to be 0 because I have proven this equation to be equals to 0. So these are the two zeros of the equation. Now they both are represented by x. So let's give them an other name. Say x is equals to root 3 by 4 and beta is equals to minus 2 upon root 3. So these are the two zeros of the equation. So first, okay. Now the second part. See, in the second part they ask, verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So let's suppose this is LHS, this is RHS. So LHS side are the zeros and here are the coefficients. Okay. So according to the zeros, see, we have already find out alpha come out to be, what is the alpha? Root 3 by 4 and your beta come out to be minus 2 upon root 3. Okay, so we know the sum of the alpha we can find by easily putting the values over here. So minus 2 upon root 3. Okay, when take the LCM, it comes out to be root 3 is 3 minus 4 2s are 8. So it comes out to be minus 5 upon 4 root 3. So this is the value of the sum of the zeros. Now second, the product of the zeros. Product of the zeros means root 3 by 4 multiply minus 2 upon root 3. Here root 3 cancel out. 2 2s are 4. So it comes out to be minus 1 by 2. So this is the product of the root. I mark a circle over here. Okay, this is the sum, this is the product. Now according to the coefficient, what is the formula? See, according to the coefficient, the formula is sum of the zeros are equals to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. That means if I say x, it means minus b because the value of x, see, b is this, a is this, c is this, a, b, c. So x terms comes out to be b and x square means this a. So it comes out to be minus b upon a. Okay, so put the values of minus b upon a from the equation. See, this is the equation. Okay, minus b means minus 5. A is 4 upon root 3. It is similar to this. It means we have proved the zeros and the coefficients, they are equal. Okay, now let's do the product. Now according to the product, the formula is the constant term. Okay, one more thing I have to tell you. Okay, coefficient of x square. Why this last term is called constant term? This is a constant term because it will not change. Why not change? Because no variable is there, no x and y is there with this. So this last term which have no variable, no x and y is there, so this term is called the constant term. Okay, so what is the product? The constant term upon the coefficient of x square. So constant term means the value of c upon coefficient of x square means the value of a. So c upon a. So write down what is c. C is minus 2 upon 2 root 3. C minus 2 root 3, and your a is 4 root 3. So it comes out to be again minus 1 by 2, which is just similar to this. So this we have to verify that the zeros and the coefficient both are equal to each other. This is the way how we have to solve this question. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. See, in the next question I have given all the types. Okay, let's first read it, then you will understand what I am saying. See, alpha and beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, this ax square plus bx plus c. We have to evaluate these things. Okay, so the term, the equation given us is simple. It is ax square. Just give me a second. Okay, second question. Fx is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now we have to prove this. See, how will we prove? We know alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, and according to this condition also it is minus b upon a. We know alpha beta is equals to c upon a. Now only we know these two things. What we have to find, what is being asked in our question is, see, alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. We have to find the value of this thing we have to ask. So we have to modify this question in such a way that it comes out to be alpha beta, alpha plus beta, or alpha beta. So I can easily put the values. Okay, so let's do it simple. First of all, we have to do the LCM. This is the only thing left with us. So see, beta is there but alpha is not there, so it comes out to be alpha square plus beta square. Okay, now we know. See, don't make a mistake over here. Don't put the value of alpha plus beta and make a whole square over here. No, alpha plus beta whole square and alpha square plus beta square are two different things. Remember. Okay, so how will we do? See, what is the formula? We know a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Please, dear friends, please see this question carefully. It definitely going to come. A plus b whole square, the formula is this. Now we have to put the values of this a square plus b square. So what I do, I'll put this whole thing here. A square plus b square plus 2ab is equals to a plus b whole square. Okay, now we have to put this value. Keep this aside. A plus b whole square. Move all the other things on the other side. Okay, now a square plus b square is equals to this. Now we already know a plus b also, ab also. So I can put, instead of a square plus b square, this value. So put it here. See, instead of alpha square plus beta square, put alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta upon same alpha beta. Okay, now I know what is alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus b upon a. So write it down, minus b upon a square minus 2 alpha beta is c upon a. Okay, similarly c upon a. Now do it carefully. See, minus square is there, so minus minus plus, so it comes out to be b square upon a square. It comes out to be 2c upon a. Okay, now here is divide. When divide c upon a, see, I write divide c upon a to make you easy. See, it comes out to be, here we take an LCM, a square, here come out to be b square minus 2ca. See, this is the highest term, so a square. Don't multiply it, a square into a is a cube. No, the LCM come out to be a square. Okay, when suppose here is 4, here is 2. So LCM come out to be 4, na? Therefore, similar way, a square, a is a square. So it remains b square minus, here 1a is required, so 2ca. Okay. Now see, have to change the divide into multiply. So I have to reciprocal the term into a upon c. Okay. Now a and 1a is cancelled. So it comes out to be b square minus 2, let's see, ac. ca instead of ac upon ac. So this is the answer of the question being asked to us. What is the value of alpha beta plus beta alpha? Okay. Okay, now move on to the next part of it. In the next question, they just put a square over here and on the numerator side. So how will we do? So let's start. See, the second part. They ask alpha square. See, alpha square upon beta plus beta square upon alpha. Now here also we know alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a, and alpha beta is equals to c upon a. We already know this. Now we have to modify again this in such a way that the only two values come, alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So I can put the values. So say first take an LCM of it. Take the LCM. Alpha beta. Here comes alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay. Now again the same procedure. See, we know a plus b whole cube formula, but we don't know a cube plus b cube. So the formula is a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, a plus b. Okay, this is the formula. Now a cube plus b cube left this, and a plus b whole cube minus 3ab, a plus b. I hope you understood this. Okay, now put the value of a cube plus b cube. This, it comes out to be, see here, alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta upon alpha, bracket alpha plus beta upon alpha beta similar. Now put the values. Alpha beta is minus b upon a cube minus 3 c upon a, and alpha plus beta minus b upon a upon c upon a. Okay. Now see, it comes out to be minus b cube upon a cube minus plus it comes out to be 3bc upon a square. Okay, now this divide c upon a as it is. This line, this division part I have written this way, divide c upon a. Now how will you do? See, you have to take the LCM. The LCMs again came out to be only a cube. It comes out to be minus b cube plus 3. 1a is missing over here, so I should write 3abc. Okay, now multiply. A comes out to be in the numerator side and c in the denominator. Now 1a and 1. So the value come out to be minus b cube plus 3abc upon a square is left over here. So c a square. So this is the answer. Okay, now the third question. See, I have written the question already for you, and the equation given us to us is this. Now, as we know, alpha plus beta according to the equation is minus b upon a, and alpha beta is equals to c upon a. Okay, now from the equation what I do, I just take the LCM. Here comes a ki power 4 plus b ki power 4. See, here comes a ki power 4, b ki power 4. Now we have to put the values of a power 4, b power 4. We cannot put because we don't know. So don't put the values of a plus b minus b upon a and whole ki power 4. Don't do this. See, the formula is a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now instead of this a square plus b square, I want actually a ki power 4 plus b ki power 4. So what I'll do, I put a square over here. So if square is there, there must be again a square. So square is a power 4 b power 4 plus 2a square b square. Okay, so the value of a ki power 4 plus b ki power 4 is equals to a square plus b square whole square minus 2a square b square. See, I have left this alone and put everything the other side. So instead of this, I can write this. Write it down. See, alpha square plus beta square whole square minus 2 alpha square beta square upon alpha square, beta square. Now see, I can put the value here also, but not here, because here is alpha square plus beta square. Now same from this formula, alpha square plus beta square, I can a square plus b square is equals to actually a plus b whole square, and this 2ab come out to be minus 2ab. So I can put, instead of a square plus b square, this value. So again put, see, this comes out to be a square plus b square, alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. And this whole thing, see, I have done only this part I have opened. This square is still over here, don't forget to write it. Minus 2 alpha square beta square upon alpha square beta square. Okay, now put the values. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a whole square, minus 2 alpha beta is c upon a. Okay, now whole square, minus 2 c upon a whole square upon c upon a whole square. Okay, now see, minus minus plus, or okay, it comes out to be b square. See, minus minus plus, so b square upon a square minus 2c upon a whole square minus 2c square a square. This divide I have written like this, I have put the sign, and c square a square, same way. Now see, take the LCM, it comes out to be a square again, not a cube, a square. Okay, b square minus 1a is there, so 2ac whole square, don't forget to put the square, minus 2c square upon a square, multiply, a square come up, c square goes down. Okay, now see, b square minus 2ac whole square, this a square and a square come out to be a ki power 4 minus 2c square a square, multiply a square upon c square. Now take the LCM. The LCM come out to be a ki power 4. Okay, so it comes out to be b square minus 2ac whole square minus c, a square is missing here, so I can write 2a square c square multiply a square upon c square. Now this a square and this can cancel, so the value come out to be b square minus 2ac whole square minus 2a square c square, okay, upon c, only a square is left here, a square c square. So this is the value. This can come in 4 marks, and this is such an important question from this chapter. Okay friends, next questions we'll do in my next video. If you like it, please share it with your friends, and do comment me if you want more questions from this chapter. Thank you so much.